This will be our kids' last year in school. Let me tell you why. Regardless in what state, it'll be soon everywhere. They're teaching children sex ed way too young, and even farther in some states, they're literally teaching the opposite of sex ed, how to do sex ed on the same gender. At some point, it'll be normal everywhere because love will be love, and this is Babylon, where we practice abominations that God hates. If in public school, when you get a little bit older, you don't swing both ways, you are not considered cool, and you can be made fun of if you turn certain people down. Wow, so you're not cool if you don't do what God hates. Doesn't that sound familiar? Isn't that always the story? If your child does not want to date or mess around with someone who has changed their gender, then they will be an outcast, and pretty soon this rejection is going to turn into a hate crime and discrimination. Watch, mark my words. They will force you to accept mob rules, and when you decline, they will turn off your access to CBDC, your new digital money. We literally have teachers in some states telling our children to call them by their pronoun. Our children are being taught by demonically oppressed, and in some situations, demonically possessed. Biological males that identify as females will be allowed to change in your daughter's locker room and watch her. And then we get into a whole nother scenario of, what about the gym coaches? What do they identify as? You see the problem, you see where this is going. School is where children are taught. These children are being taught to change their pronouns, change their gender, that they were not born the way they were, and to defy God. And the scary part is the brainwashing of our children to do these things go way past school and culture. The cards are stacked against us right now. Not only do we have the culture in the school, we have the additives in the food changing the hormones of children. We have a legion and legions of demons attaching themselves to confuse the children. We know confusion is of Satan. And on top of that, we have frequencies being beamed at people to change their emotions or hormones and change the frequency they reside in to make them think there's something else. If a child goes all the way through public school, it may be too late for them. My daughter's in elementary school, and they already have kids that are confused in elementary school. This is not normal. We literally have states paying for children to change their gender. This is what they want. It's not your fault if you feel this way. They did this to you. They purposefully did this to you. They're destroying the family unit. It's a population method. They did this to you. And they did this to blaspheme the one true God. There is a name that can fix and save you, and that's Jesus Christ. And if you call on it, you will see that that is the truth. If you care about your children, pull them out. If you're worried about the work of homeschooling, know it is worth the effort to save their soul.